welcome to Goal Line Gossip. Today we are going to be previewing two matches from the FA Cup. The first one is Manchester United hosting Liverpool at Old Trafford, and the other one is Manchester City, the noisy neighbours, hosting Newcastle at the Etihad. We'll start off with Manchester United versus Liverpool. We have the Kloppite with us today, who's obviously in good jovial mood, I guess. They're in all the competitions, whereas Manchester United wise, the FA Cup is the only competition that we can win or we can qualify and go further. So I think from that point of view, it's an important match for United than Liverpool. But at the end of the day, it's United versus Liverpool. It's one of the biggest clashes in the Premier League, and it's one of those historic clashes which everybody looks forward to, whether you're a fan of United or Liverpool or a neutral. It's one of those games, and it's happening at Old Trafford day after, and then we'll move over to the noisy neighbor City. They'll be hosting Newcastle, who's they're in the similar kind of situation. I think both United and Newcastle, they finished fourth last season, and they're both stricken with injuries and bad form, and currently they don't seem like they'll be ending anywhere near in the Champions League spots this season. But FA Cup seems to be the only retribution for them to kind of get something out of this season, right? So I'll start off with Manchester United. I think from United's perspective, a must-win game for not just United but also Eric Ten Hag, whose job seems to be hanging in the balance. Every time Manchester United loses, you get to see dressing room leaks, you get to see YouTubers, content creators, pundits saying, hey, he should be sacked, this and that. And also fans as well. It's not just content creators. I think there's a section of Manchester United fans who also believe that Eric Ten Hag is not the answer. So from his perspective, from his job's perspective, a must-win game for Eric Ten Hag to make sure that, this job or this fixture does not dictate whether he's going to be next season, or maybe in the rest of the games in the remaining remainder of the season. And it's an important fixture because I remember facing off Liverpool when Jose Mourinho was there. I remember facing Liverpool where Gunnar Solskjaer was there, and this fixture kind of seemed like the tipping point where both of those managers lost games, and that kind of sealed the deal that they would be either. I think Mourinho was sacked immediately. I think David Moyes was sacked as well. I don't remember, but Solskjaer, I think he got sacked after 2-3 games. I think after Liverpool he lost to City and then finally at Watford, and that was the final game. So it is one of those fixtures where in the past managers have been sacked due to bad performance, and it's at Old Trafford as well. So if United don't turn up and give Liverpool a fight for this match, I'm pretty sure fans are going to be booing, and at the end of the day, at the final whistle, people are going to call out Ten Hag, say that he's not the answer. And with the new management, with Ineos and Jim Ratcliffe there, I think it almost builds up into a saga where they would want to get rid of the manager and get a new one, and which is something that new management.
I think they are the rumors are they're quite in favor of that. They want a fresh start.
So so needless to say, it's a very important fixture for Manchester United and Ten Hag. From an injury point of view, I think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is back, which means Diego Dallo will finally be able to play left back, and Mohamed Salah, I think he doesn't need to face Victor Lindelof, which I'm really happy about. I don't want to see Salah running into Victor Lindelof on the wings. That's just horrible to see. So I'm glad Wan-Bissaka is back so that Dallo can take that spot. And Rasmus Højlund seems to be back as well for this fixture, which is a huge boost. We've not been able to play him for the last 3 or 4 matches, which means, again, I don't want to see, and I'm not going to see Marcus Rashford through the middle, which is absolutely a disaster. Nobody wants to see that. So hopefully,
is Højlund going to start? Do you think Højlund going to start?
I think he should, because otherwise, because if he doesn't start, I mean, he has to be. He did not play in the last game, and he was on the bench. So since he was on the bench, I think they were saving him for this game. And since the last game was pretty easy, thanks to both of those penalties by Garnacho that we got, and we finally ended up winning 2-0. he was saved, I'm guessing, and yep, and he did say in the press conference today that tomorrow there is one more training session left, and they're going to test out Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire and Højlund. But it kind of seems like Højlund will play. I'm not really sure about Harry Maguire. Not that I care a lot as well, but yeah, I mean those three players are going to be back, and I think all those three players are going to be very useful for Sunday's fixture because Højlund can give you goals. I think Wan-Bissaka is defensively good, and so is Harry Maguire from a point of view of aerial ability and things like that. So good additions to the team. Hopefully, they will be able to put up a fight against Liverpool at Old Trafford, which is like kind of warranted. They should definitely do that any day.
But
And
I was seeing one stat, like I think this season you've just about got the same amount of points home and away, and your home record is like your ninth best at your home this
oh yeah.
season.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
got
sharp
26
contrast
points.
from last season, right? I think last season we lost a couple of games, like and that was in the beginning of the season when Eric Ten Hag came in. I think we lost against Brentford, and was it Brighton? And after that, I think we won or drew
Yeah,
all the matches at home. Whereas this season, due to whatever reason, I think my personal feeling is like we changed the team a lot, like in terms of getting rid of De Gea, getting that
yeah.
defensive thing not working. Martinez has been out for like 95% of the season.
But do
So
you think it's the style of play, like since on away games you can, Ten Hag, I've seen Ten Hag park the bus a lot this season and like do a more concentrate
they're
more on
not,
the defense.
yeah, I don't think they're parking the bus the way. He's just trying to play Solskjaer like football, like whether he's trying to hit people on the counter, whether you call it
Yeah,
transitional play or whatever.
I
But
think we've
we,
discussed this in the past, but do you think it's effective? Like,
I like regardless of
do
whether
you
you
like
think it's
it?
effective or not, that's the only option you have because, uh, okay,
That's
the
if that's
guy
not
who's
exactly
attacking
true,
you,
right?
that is
Like because
100% true this season.
because you
Yeah, go on.
yeah, because you've seen teams like Brighton and even
Yeah.
Newcastle. Like Newcastle also, when they have their players fit, they
Mhm.
press from the front and they don't exactly play like transitional football. They do retain a lot of the ball also,
So
and maybe when
we cannot press from the front with Ganacho and Rashford. I mean, Ganacho still it's okay. Rashford will not press from the front. He's not that
but
player, right?
why? Why?
That's the
Like
player. He's not going to do it. He does not have that skill set. I mean, yeah, you can make him do it in 2 games, 3 games, but in the fourth game, he will not do it because if you have players like Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford in your team, they are good in one thing, and that is counter attack. They are good at playing that Hollywood pass and then scoring that phenomenal goal out of nowhere and not doing anything for the rest of the match. You saw the match against City, right? You saw the Rashford goal. That
yeah,
that
Rashford was
that is like a
terrible that
world
game.
class goal.
Yeah,
That
world
was a
class
world class
goal,
goal.
terrible
But
performance.
yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
And same with Bruno Fernandes as well. What is the difference between Bruno Fernandes and Kevin De Bruyne? Kevin De Bruyne in an interview said, if there's any other midfielder in the Premier League who creates a lot of chances, it's Bruno, right? So if I compare these two, what is the difference? The difference is Bruno doesn't hold the ball, Kevin does. And Kevin knows how to play the ball in every direction, and he's very
At the right
mindful. He
time.
has that awareness where Bruno is purely like playing the Hollywood pass, which means he will have a successful pass maybe 3 out of 10, whereas Kevin will have 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, and all of them are good passes,
and
right?
and the most important things between Bruno and Kevin is Kevin is much more better in work rate. He comes in the defense, he plays like that, he goes in front,
Yeah,
but I
yeah, I
don't
agree.
see Bruno.
I,
But
I
even
don't see
Bruno is that kind
Bruno.
of a play,
Yeah, I
isn't
mean,
he?
Bruno can't.
For
I don't
recently, I
think
have been
Bruno can
watching.
defend, but Bruno is like always jumping from number 8 to number
Yeah.
6 to on the wing, and he's been doing that for years. Like
It's not
not just
focused.
this
No,
Yeah,
season.
it's not planned. Yeah, yeah. It's not planned.
And I think
The
that is
same
one
and
of
with kind of
the shortcomings as well of Bruno. The fact that every manager makes him play everywhere for 90 minutes. He always plays every match as well. Doesn't get injured, which is good, but he never gets substituted when he's absolutely playing shit as well, right? And I think that is one of the reasons why we have not been able to elevate Bruno to the next level. When he came to United, he was the main player, right? He's been scoring all the goals, but now slowly, I think from last season, his reputation, his form has dipped a bit, and that is because we've not been able to evolve him or make him fit into the new team. He's still playing like 5 different positions in 10 matches, and nobody knows what he's doing, and he's just trying to fire balls up front for Rashford to run and score, or like blind passes and things like that, which needs to be improved. You cannot keep on playing like that. And yeah, just going back to that point, and I think if you have Rashford up front, who's not going to press ever, and if you have players like Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire at the back who are never going to play the high line, then you're stuck with playing counter-attack football. And if you have someone like Scott McTominay, although he's playing as a striker these days, he has nothing to offer in the midfield.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Casemiro,
yeah.
I don't think he can control a midfield.
He's
in
not the
Premier
same
League
anymore.
right now. Yeah, he cannot
Yeah.
do that. He cannot be the only one controlling the midfield in a Premier League match, regardless of whoever we are playing against, right? So I think with these factors and with Mason Mount being out as well, I mean, I still don't know why he was
I,
bought, but
I heard he's on the list for being sold. Like maybe
no,
Is
I
it?
don't think that's gonna
Well,
happen.
no.
That's a bad rumor. I've
that's a
seen
bad
that as well,
rumor.
but that's not gonna happen. That's see, with United, there's so many things like in the press. It's ridiculous. It's like people
Yeah.
are saying that we might
Oh,
we might
I
sack
love
Ten
Sancho's.
Hag and
Yeah,
get
you see, have you seen
Southgate.
Sancho's?
Can you imagine that?
Yeah,
We're supposed to get Southgate. I'm probably
yeah,
gonna quit
Ben,
watching United games if Southgate becomes manager.
like,
I'm
like
serious.
I like Ben White rejected Southgate's offer to join the international team. Did
Yeah,
you see that?
exactly. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that.
So
Southgate
I've
is
seen,
such a prat. I mean, like he's also
yeah,
like he's not picking Ward-Prowse, and he's still like taking Jordan Henderson. I don't understand why.
is
It's so
Henderson in the
weird.
team?
Yes, he's there.
Yes,
He's
yes, he's
there.
there.
It's shocking, man.
So ideally,
Oh
what's
my
what's
goodness.
still the best position for Mount? Attacking midfield, right midfield, left
Yeah,
midfield,
Wow,
defensive midfield?
given
It's
the
Bruno's position, right?
given the fact that he's only played 3 or 4 games, dude, I don't
Yeah,
know.
we don't know.
Like we need to call Ten Hag and
I
ask
think
him.
did he played as left back as well? No, that's no, no, no,
No.
no. He didn't. No, he
But
didn't. But he
have you
plays in
seen
the
those
right left midfield.
the banter caused by Sancho? Like on Twitter, he likes every post which is like negative of Ten Hag. He like it.
Yeah.
So like, do you see that like
Uh,
unless Ten Hag goes, he doesn't come back, right? You don't see that happen?
hey,
I don't
Sancho.
think he's going to come back anyways, regardless of whether Ten Hag is going to be there or not, because I think what he has done is he's developed this negative sort of reputation, just like Greenwood. I mean, obviously, Greenwood, it's way more than Sancho,
Yeah,
because
you
I mean,
actually
whatever
lost
he's done.
very two talented players, I feel. Yeah, yeah. Just
Exactly.
for nothing.
Exactly. So, regardless of whether
But hey,
Ten Hag is going to be there
Sancho
next
is
season,
playing
he's.
great for
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
Dortmund
Not
again.
not
Bundesliga,
great,
man.
like
I mean,
not great, but
I
he's
mean,
doing well.
the
He's
way
okay.
he was playing in Manu is playing much better, much better.
yeah, I mean, I'm also like very happy that he's playing well, because that gives us an option to sell him rather than him coming
Yeah.
back. So get good money. So
You
I'm
probably
always like
you
supporting
probably
him in
sell him to
scoring.
Dortmund only, I think, but Dortmund won't offer much money, and that's
Exactly. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. But
like
anyways,
a
I
huge
think
loss.
the clear favorites for Sunday's match is not Manchester United, regardless of where we are playing. It's Old Trafford. It's going to be Liverpool.
Yeah.
So I think. So I'll start off with the Kloppite, and the first question that I want to ask is: does Klopp care about the FA Cup? He should definitely let this one go, right? I mean, it's his last season. He should concentrate on the league. He's already won the Carabao Cup. Let the FA Cup go. I mean, it doesn't matter, and he should definitely play the youngsters so that United we can do something, maybe score a couple of goals and try to defend it
And
for
we
like
and
70 minutes.
and we have seen what Liverpool youngers can do again in the cup
Yeah,
final.
so that's going to be an
So
exciting
yeah,
match anyways. So I'm
it
not saying it's going to be a walkover. It's going to be an exciting match anyways, but we'll have a chance at least. I don't want to see Salah running towards Victor Lindelof or anybody and score
Salah's
5
gonna
goals.
play.
Nobody wants to see that.
I think it'll be a very strong team. I think it'll be a very strong team, like the strongest we have, because after this
Really?
is just an international break. Yeah,
Okay, you
there's
have
no
international
football,
break,
right? Yeah, so
But what
there's
if
no
Salah
football,
gets
right?
injured? Because if I was playing in that
He's
match,
just back.
no, but here's the thing: if I was a Manchester United player playing in that match, and if I was losing 3-0, I wouldn't care. I would break his leg and Just that'll be my highlight of
No,
the
I,
season. Just like
I,
Jordan
no,
Pickford,
I,
whatever it did to Van Dijk, right? I would do the same thing to Salah.
Yeah,
Just
I,
I understand, but like but that kind of hatred is not there in football anymore. Like, it's not there anymore, right? That blood for blood or something. But it's gonna be a very strong team. Like Darwin Núñez got taken off at halftime, and what a
mhm,
phenomenal season he's having. He's finishing the chances. He's got 17 goals and 12 assists this season. It's not a joke.
yeah.
So
mhm.
he's playing
Right.
well. He's the
So
second
so
most.
you're predicting a good team, like the first team,
Yeah, yeah.
like not the youngsters and everything.
Diaz was benched. So Diaz
Hmm.
didn't play. So Diaz is gonna play. Nunes is gonna play. Salah is gonna play.
Right.
Szoboszlai is gonna play. McAllister didn't play midweek. Endo got taken at halftime. So both
Hmm.
are gonna start. Don't know if it's gonna be Gomez or Robertson. Robertson will play because he also got taken off at halftime. Van Dijk played one half, so Van Dijk's gonna start. Konate may or may not be back, but either way, we might play with Kwanzaa. And right back is probably gonna be Bradley. And yeah, and Keller and goal. So that's the best team we have, I think.
Right.
So in a nutshell, Liverpool gonna play almost their first 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Pretty
definitely.
much.
Almost. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. No, but like in
Definitely.
terms of the rivalry and this fixture, like over the years, I mean, United have been really classless for the last 10 years. Let's be real about that. But uh, you know, our derby matches with Manchester City, and Manchester City is clearly the top team to beat. Like even for Liverpool, right? You're probably your main rival is now City. But over the years, like I think the reputation of the match between Manchester United and Liverpool has sort of deteriorated, and thanks
Yeah.
to Manchester United's bad form, we've lost 7-0, 5-0, 4-0. I can go on, and we've won very few. So as a Liverpool fan, when you are going to watch a match where Liverpool goes to uh, like Old Trafford, whether it's the FA Cup, Premier League, or whatever, because generally you get to play, you get to see this match at least like twice in a season, like one at Anfield,
Mhm.
one at Old Trafford. You've got to be very lucky to have the fixture played out thrice or four times thanks to these other competitions. So, what are your thoughts on these matches? Do you think you still like you're sort of edgy in terms of maybe United can win this, or if you think, or do you think like in the modern time in today's present date, United are not the same, and it's almost like an easy fixture, and all you got to do is maybe score a couple in the first half, and the game is yours.
It's kind of mm, it's not exactly a tricky game, but I've seen like different phases of this fixture in the recent years. Like some, like you said, Liverpool like outright dominated United. Some Liverpool just lost due to some really like tactical, I won't say masterclass, but really good tactical performances from United in the recent years. So I don't know what to say, but I think in the general consensus of the fan base for this particular game is like, nah, whatever. I think that's because I think Liverpool want to win the Europa League, and it's not like a disrespect. I'm just saying because Liverpool want to win the Europa League for sure, and they want to win the Premier League. The FA Cup, like you said, we already won the Carabao Cup, so yeah, it will always be nice to win all four. But uh, I think Klopp is a person who will never like since it's a United game and let be any game. It was Southampton also. He would have like charged up the players. But for the fan base, I feel this game is not being talked about as much. Like it's not by
As
local
it should
fans.
be.
Yeah,
As it should be.
it's probably not the same anymore. Like it's not that high intensity game anymore. We probably would see United, shut up short a little bit and try to get Liverpool on the counter like they did at Anfield. Like Anfield, they really parked the bus. That was a proper parking of the bus, I would say, at Anfield, and they got the job done. They got the result. Yeah, United are not the same, and this game particularly doesn't excite me anymore. And I used to love whenever Liverpool was shit. I used to love these games because even though Liverpool was shit, they would just somehow perform a little bit on occasions. But seeing United, I just, I just don't like United how they play. Honestly, this is like my own opinion. I think
Very
their
inconsistent.
tactics very inconsistent, and not just inconsistent. Whenever they win, also it's like two
Very scrappy.
penalties.
Yeah, very
Yeah, it's very
scrappy.
scrappy. There's no proper football.
Agreed.
It's probably a long ball off the top and someone scoring a brilliant goal or someone getting a 90th or 85th minute winner.
No, that's true.
And
That's true. Like in the entire season, I cannot tell you a single match where I've seen United
yeah,
dominate
probably
throughout
the
like
Villa
90s.
game. The Villa game, I think
I mean,
it
still,
was a good.
I mean, maybe due to the score line, but I think there were instances in the game where we were sort of like, again, like giving the ball away very cheaply, not being able to string like 5, 6 passes together because we lose the ball somewhere and then we don't have the capacity to go back and defend. Ten Hag has been like huge on United being great with transitional play, but whether it's due to injuries or just lack of players who can actually sustain that, we've been actually very, very bad at that in keeping the ball, getting the ball, retrieving the ball, holding the ball. It's probably the
Yeah,
worst. I mean, Brentford, they at least like they park the bus and consistently go for counters. We can't even do that consistently.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, it's been a really tough, horrible season.
So yeah,
Not
this
gonna lie.
I think this game United won't keep the ball. I think
Hmm.
this Liverpool will definitely like we saw the Liverpool was the City, right? And this was the same three midfielders which will play on Sunday. And Liverpool are gonna keep the ball. If United try to play, they'll get picked off for sure because Liverpool's midfield were picking off City for fun just a few days ago. So I think United's just stay off the ball and hope for a counter. That's the strategy, and it could work. These sort of games, and of course the fans will be charged up. I would be surprised if the fans were not charged up. At least your fans. At least I think this is
Yeah,
their game. Like this is the only game they can.
I
This is
see
I
your
think
biggest game of
Manu has
the
nothing
season,
to
I would say.
lose from this match.
Yeah, yeah,
Nothing
everything
to
to
yeah.
lose. I
lose.
mean,
What are you
they
saying? This thing is the only cup they have. Okay, if they
exactly
win
that's
this
what I'm
match,
saying. There is nothing to lose. You have to put everything
oh, okay,
on
okay.
the
Yeah, we should
field.
be shameless,
Okay.
is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah, no
mean,
excuses. Okay,
you
makes
should
sense.
thinking that you shouldn't be thinking that I'll be facing Liverpool, who's top in the league on the second
Right.
best in the league. So you have to put everything, and I don't think Manu will sit back and Manu will be aggressive in this match. We are
They should
not
be.
gonna see the same.
They
I
should be,
mean,
but
they
if they
should
are
be.
aggressive, I think I feel it won't be enough because the quality difference is too much. Don't you think so? Like there is a huge gap in quality, right? And momentum
Yeah,
also.
I mean, I don't agree that, but I mean, yeah, I mean, quality differences is there, but the way
And
it
also
has been
form and
portrayed that
momentum, right? Like form and momentum is important, right?
a major thing which we need to consider that whether Liverpool really gonna concentrate on this match.
Yeah, they
I know
will
it's a
because
professional
if
professional
if
team.
the
They
no,
will
because
concentrate on this match, but
because we don't have any
because
games, right? We don't have any games. See, after the international break, we play Brighton, and then we have a fairly easy Europa League run also. So I think this is the best time. And if there was a game, like suppose this game was played midweek, and there was a game on Saturday or Sunday, which was a big game. Let's just say Aston Villa or Spurs or Newcastle even. I think Klopp would have rotated a bit, but I think you're going to see the best Liverpool side out there.
But yeah, on if we come back to the matches against City, I think it's a difficult chance, but we gonna play a lot of positive things at least. We don't sit back and park
It's
the
it's
bus. I
it's
mean,
at the
anyway,
it's
won't do
at
that.
the St James's, right?
No, it's at
No, it's
Etihad.
on Etihad. It's in
Oh,
Etihad.
Oh, oh, no chance
It's an
then.
Etihad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I also think so. But you cannot predict something in football, so it happens
can
sometimes
you
that
can you take out Rodri at least? Even if you lose the match, just take out
Yeah.
Rodri. Just take out
what's
Rodri.
the benefit?
Uh,
What's the benefit
this
you
game,
get from that?
Well, I don't know. Like I'll be happy. He'll be happy too, and I'm sure Dish Master will be happy too. So there you go. Just take out Rodri. Who cares what the scoreline is? We'll take care of Salah. You take care of Rodri. Let's do something this season, right? Let's make it
For
interesting.
Liverpool and Arsenal.
Yeah.
if he takes a Salah, the
But
only beneficiary is Arsenal, right?
I don't know.
yeah, I
Yeah, you
mean,
guys have a lot of players, to be honest. You've got like a whole squad.
But
Fire.
KDB is injured, I think. KDB is not going to play at this game, I think. Yeah.
no,
Hmm.
no, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
heard that.
yeah,
Anything?
I
yeah.
don't
He's
know.
Yeah, he's a hamstring issue, so he's probably back after international break, or maybe
Okay.
after. And no Edison, so never know. Yeah, City's got too
Never know.
strong a
I mean,
team.
yeah, City's Bain's gonna, can be any team's first 11. So
Yeah,
it's
Okay.
really a sleek chance for us to,
if it was
win.
at the St.
But
James's Park, maybe yeah, I would have said okay, there's
uh,
something there.
let's see.
Score predictions. What are your thoughts on the Newcastle versus City match? I'll start with
I think
our Newcastle fan. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be City's favor 3-1.
Whoa, that's a big scoreline, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kloppite?
4-1.
4-1. Okay. I'll go with a modest 2-1 just to make things interesting. With
And be
Rodri
honest.
getting stretched out of the Etihad. Uh, Something like that.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
2-1.
would
I'll go
love that.
2-1. Yeah. I'll go
But yeah,
2-1.
And
if
the other
if
game,
if KDB does not play, then there's at least nobody on that
no,
same
KDB is
caliber
not there.
who's gonna feed Haaland with the balls. Haaland is
Foden,
not the
Alvarez is
player
Foden,
who
there.
can.
Alvarez and Doku
Foden
are
is there.
pretty
Foden,
decent.
Foden,
Oh, Foden. Yeah. Oh, man. Too
Foden
many
solo
Foden
Fodens.
is
can
a
play, but he's not KDB. There's no
Yeah.
way. I
You
he's
need
remember
in the
we
form
were
of
Liverpool.
his
You don't
life.
need Haaland. He can score.
Yeah, he can score. Bernardo is there.
Rodri can score. Rodri is the guy who you should take out because Rodri and Gundogan, these are the two guys who used to always score in these like
Clutch
killer matches,
moments,
like
yeah.
clutch moments. They'll score from nowhere and
Gundogan.
just yeah, he's
Like
not there
earlier.
anymore. I'm talking about like
Okay,
earlier. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Now it's Rodri and Stones. I
And
mean, they do
there's
this. And Ake as
and
well.
Bernardo
Sometimes he's
Silva.
scoring from
And
nowhere.
Bernardo Silva. We are not talking
Yeah,
about Bernardo Silva. That guy is good too.
Yeah,
too
he's
many
No,
there.
no, no.
players. They had
Yeah,
too many players.
he's probably the
I
most
mean, he's the
underrated City
player.
player.
He plays in the midfield. He goes in the left midfield. He goes in the right midfield. He's the player played in all the
Kind of
midfield
like,
positions.
Bruno, but more successful. Looks like Bruno as well.
Yeah,
More
Not gonna
successful
lie.
and without
yeah.
attitude.
He
His
is bit of
attitude is kind of
a
different.
he's
Different.
kind of a sneaky bitch. I'll tell you that. He's always putting in
Yeah,
challenges. I mean, I don't like his attitude. I mean, I know Bruno
we hate
whinges
him.
and stuff, but I mean, Fernandez is always whinging. But this guy Silva, I've seen him like he's very cheeky. He's always like putting in the
Yeah,
dangerous challenges and getting away with it. So
he's a
yeah,
cunt.
yeah. Okay, very word, pretty much. Okay, score prediction for the Manchester United game at Old Trafford with Liverpool coming as visitors. I will start. I think it's going to. I'm going to say 2-1 Manchester United. I mean, why not? Let's see how it goes. Because if it goes to, I think penalties, we're gonna lose. If it goes to extra time, we're gonna lose. So we definitely need to score the first goal, and then hold on to it till the 59th minute, where Rashford is gonna score again, and then Salah's gonna score, and we're gonna have the weirdest last 10 minutes of our lives where we're gonna bite our nails and rip our heads off. But finally, we'll be able to win, and hence Ten Hag gets to stay for the rest of the season and maybe next season as well. That's my prediction. But let's go to the Kloppite and see what can happen on the height side.
2-1 Liverpool.
I think I'll take that. Okay.
What do you get out of taking that? You just get out of the cup. So it's not a league game. It's nothing.
Okay, we lost 7-0
Yeah, just
last season, so
it's at Old
I would
Trafford,
much
right? You want?
rather you guys beat us 5-0 at Old Trafford with Solskjaer. So
Yeah, but
with Salah
I think
scoring
you
a
beat
hat
us
trick.
2-1, 2-1 at Old Trafford last
Okay,
season.
2-1 and 5-0 are not the same. 5-0 is an embarrassment. Come on.
Yeah, but it won't be 5-0. Like United will be
Yeah,
smart
it
about it.
shouldn't be.
It won't.
Yeah, I don't think Jurgen Klopp is also going to play for a 5-0 or something like that. He would much rather want to have control. So if he's already up
Yeah.
2-0 or 3-0, he just try to like see out the game rather than going for like a 5-0 or 6-0. And same with United as well. I don't think Eric Ten Hag is going to. So if we are down 2-0 or 3-0, we'll try to like save the like not save, but then save our skin. I
It's
guess
a cup
from that
game,
point
right?
of view.
You just throw in the kitchen sink if you're trailing.
Yeah, our kitchen sink is Harry Maguire, so get ready. Going to iTunes Mag, what is your prediction for the game? Do you think we
I
can win
think
this?
I think it's gonna end up in 1-1 in regular time, and then it's gonna decided in Liverpool's favor in the penalty.
Oh, in the
It's gonna go
penalty?
to
Oh, you
penalty.
think you're gonna?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to win penalty shootouts anyways. Not with Onana.
We have
But
we have penalty
anyways,
You
saving
never know.
supreme. Kelleher.
You never
Kelleher
know.
is in goal.
I mean, Onana, I don't know.
So
I
Onana
mean,
versus
yeah, I mean,
Kelleher. Whom do you rate more? Onana and
Kelleher.
Kelleher.
not Onana. I mean,
Why?
Kelleher is pretty
Why?
good, man.
just
Kelleher.
I think the guy is like very low in confidence right now, like with whatever has happened. I know that slowly he's coming back to the game and he's having good performances, but in a penalty shootout in a big game like Liverpool, I don't want Onana as my goalkeeper. He's gonna be
Okay.
so tensed, because if he manages to lose this and lose the match for United, people are gonna be like again throwing dirt at him for the rest of the season, and you don't want that as a new goalkeeper, right? And so
Yeah.
that's why I think like he won't be able to keep it. Whereas on the Liverpool side, I mean, even the second goalkeeper is pretty decent, I think, from whatever I've seen on the Premier League. Thank you so much for coming on. This was a great show, and show after quite a while, so it was great seeing you guys. And yeah,
Oh,
FA Cup. Hopefully, we'll have good weekends. Like I mean, me and Kloppite cannot have good weekends together. It's going to be either one of us. But hopefully, Aitun Mac can have a good weekend at
yeah, I would
Etihad,
want
and
that. We all want
we
that.
would all want that. We'll all want that. So let's just say, like, regardless of who wins with United and Liverpool, Newcastle should win. Let's hope for that. And with that, thank you so much for coming on. Like and subscribe to our channel. There you go. You have the signs ready. And give us a comment who you think is going to win in the FA Cup. It's going to be Manchester United or City or Newcastle or Liverpool, right? And with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll catch you later. Take care. Thank you for watching that video. We are a community of passionate football fans, and we post weekly videos on transfer news, match reactions, tactical analysis, and sometimes just gossip on the most exciting sport in the world. If that's what you like to hear, then hit that subscribe button and join the conversation with us.